Hi everyone, ever upgraded your Android project's lifecycle dependencies only to hit an annoying unresolved reference, transformations error? You are not alone. This common problem can stop your build cold, leaving you scratching your head trying to figure out what went wrong. Today, we'll dive into exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how to fix it quickly and efficiently, getting your project back up and running. Let's get started. Here's the core issue. You're seeing Transformations.map or Transformations.switchMap highlighted in red in your code, marked as an error because the reference cannot be found. This typically occurs immediately after updating your androidx.lifecycle libraries in your build.gradle file. Specifically, this problem frequently arises when you migrate from older lifecycle versions, like 2.2.0 or earlier, to newer ones, such as 2.3.0, 2.4.0, 2.5.0, or even the latest stable releases. The Android lifecycle library underwent significant changes, where some functionalities were moved and others were deprecated, and this particular change directly impacts how you transform LiveData objects in your app. It's a very common stumbling block for many Android developers, but don't worry, it has a very straightforward solution once you understand the underlying cause. The main reason for this unresolved reference error is that the static Transformations utility class, which previously provided convenient helper methods like map and switchMap for LiveData transformations, has effectively been replaced. In newer versions of the lifecycle-livedata-ktx library, these exact functionalities are now provided as Kotlin extension functions directly on the LiveData class itself. This shift is part of a broader effort by Google to make Android development with Kotlin more idiomatic and concise, moving away from static utility classes towards more object-oriented extension functions. The old static methods were deprecated and, in subsequent versions, they were entirely removed from the lifecycle-livedata artifact in favor of these KTX extensions. So, your code is looking for a class or methods that no longer exist in the same way, or at least not in the same easily accessible form without the correct KTX library in place. So, how do we fix it? Follow these steps to resolve the issue. First, ensure you have the correct KTX dependency included in your project. Open your module-level build.gradle file. Carefully look for your androidx.lifecycle dependencies. Make absolutely sure you have implementation androidx.lifecycle-livedata-ktx x.y.z included. Replace x.y.z with the latest stable version number, for example, 2.6.1 or 2.7.0. This KTX library is absolutely crucial because it provides those new extension functions that your code now needs. Second, update your code wherever Transformations was previously used. Instead of writing Transformations.map, sourceLiveData, data-, you will now simply write sourceLiveData.map, data-. Similarly, if you were using Transformations.switchMap, another LiveData, data-, it now becomes another LiveData.switchMap, data-. Notice how the map and switchMap methods are now called directly on the LiveData object itself, making the code often look much cleaner and more concise. Third, you might need to remove the old import androidx.lifecycle.Transformations statement from your Kotlin or Java files. Your IDE, like Android Studio, might even suggest this automatically because it's no longer needed. Finally, and this is an important step, always perform a clean project and then rebuild project from your Android Studio menu. This ensures all cached build artifacts are cleared and your new dependencies are correctly resolved and applied. Following these steps should effectively resolve the unresolved reference transformations error, getting your project back on track and building successfully again. It's a very common and necessary migration step when updating Android Jetpack components. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope this explanation helped you solve that tricky lifecycle dependency issue in your Android project. If it did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you want more practical Android development tips, tricks, and solutions to common problems, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me. See you in the next one.